Some goals or projects might look overwhelming as a whole. Let's say you want to buy a house, start a new YouTube channel, or plan your wedding. Initially, you might begin to push them back and fall into the habit of procrastinating. This then triggers your stress because you haven't even started. One very important step that you can take is breaking things into smaller tasks. There are a number of benefits to this. First of all, it becomes less overwhelming. Once you have a list of a smaller tasks, the path to completion becomes clear. You know the next step and the goal feels more achievable. You have better focus because you only need to deal with one small task at a time. Completing each task gives you a sense of accomplishment, which keeps you motivated and builds confidence. If it's a team project, breaking tasks into smaller steps helps with estimation and prioritization. Delegation becomes possible and team members can collaborate. Overall, this approach increases productivity and efficiency, helping to avoid procrastination. But some people might say that breaking things down into a smaller task is itself a task. That's where an AI tool I found recently can be helpful. It's called Magic ToDo, which is one of the Goblin's tools. It's not new, it was released about a year ago and leverages OpenAI's models behind the scenes. It was created by Bram de Beisser, not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but it's a very interesting tool that I'm going to show you now. Here's the desktop version, it's free. It also has iOS and Android versions. For example, here I type buy a new house and click the breakdown item button. As you can see, here is the list of subtasks. Let's imagine you've already done this one, so tick that one off. You can also change the order of items. You can even break the subtask into a smaller task. Basically, you can go crazy with this. Another feature is the spiciness level, which lets you decide how much you want to break things down. I recommend keeping it as is or even decreasing it by one level, because if you end up with too many subtasks, it might become overwhelming again. You might think you have a lot to do. Another feature is estimation, which I personally don't rely on. But as you can see, each item has an estimate option, which sometimes takes a while to load. Also, the data is stored locally on your browser, so there is no need to sign up or keep the tab open. There is an experimental feature that allows family members, for example, to contribute to the same list. Personally, I haven't used it, but normally your data stays on the browser unless you delete the website's data, as I'm showing you now. Finally, you can also export the list in different formats from here. Apart from this, it's pretty straightforward to use. I've seen a lot of good comments about it, especially from people with ADHD. Overall, Magic ToDo is a simple tool that can help you manage tasks more effectively. Give it a try and see how it works. Like I said before, behind the scenes, it uses OpenAI's models. So basically, you can also kind of do the same thing using ChatGPT. Here's my prompt. I'd like to buy a house. Could you please break it down into smaller tasks? Keep the items very short and in bullet point format. Here's the response. You can even go further with this prompt. For each item, provide 5 sub-items. Obviously, unlike Magic ToDo, ChatGPT UI doesn't allow you to check any item or reorder them, but still it's worth a try. Okay, I hope you find this tool helpful. Let me know in the comments section below if you've already used it. My name is Ehsan. I'll see you in the next video.